Ahoy VC, welcome to the Personal Oasis. This is the Blind Island, and today we're going to be doing a contest entry for Dylan at the Record Spinner. He has over 1,000 subscribers and he's celebrating with a contest. First and foremost, kudos Dylan. Way to get all those subscribers. You have fantastic content and you deserve every single subscriber that's coming your way. I look forward to seeing your channel continue to grow. And thank you so much for holding this contest that we can all enter and get to know each other a little bit more. So, the rules of this contest include being a subscriber of Dylan's. I'm going to include a link to his channel below. You need to pick out 5 albums that you would want to listen to 1,000 times, or you could listen to 1,000 times over without getting tired of them. Now, today what we have spinning on the Personal Oasis is Devo, Are We Not Men? This is a phenomenal record, but it's not one of the 5 that I've chosen today. It took me a lot of painstaking work to choose which albums would be the right choices. And so I'm going to share with you 5 albums that I would spin 1,000 times over and over again. Now, these albums aren't being shown in any particular order. They are purely just 5 albums that I could see myself listening to over and over again. There are so many that I could choose, but these are ones that are near and dear to my heart. So, number 1, we have Alice by Tom Waits. This may not be his best album, but it's one that I continually return to time and time again. It's full of beautiful, lush ballads and wonderful, quirky, rough songs that we're accustomed to hearing Tom Waits doing. It's my favorite album by Tom Waits, and I listen to it over and over. Number 2, The Velvet Underground, self-titled. This is actually their second self-titled album. The first one was Velvet Underground and Nico. This being their third album, had a lot of different sounds to it. Way more intimate, way stripped back. It is a gorgeous record. And I see this one popping up a lot in the Vinyl Man's Gender Bender contest. Completely understand that because there are a lot of themes on here that relate to that. I'll also include a link to her channel below. She's wonderful to watch, really informative videos. This is a great record and should be in everyone's collection. Number 3, Charles Mingus, The Black Saint and the Sinner Lady. This record is what turned me on to jazz. This captivated my imagination and my thought. I love the excerpt of the poem that's on here. Touch my beloved's thought while her world's affluence crumbles at my feet. This album is poetry. If you're not into jazz, this may be the one to crack you because there's so much going on in here. It's otherworldly. It's a symphony unto itself, and I would highly recommend you check it out. Number 4, we have John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. What can I say about this album? It is one of the best male vocal albums of all time. Johnny Hartman's voice is smooth, sultry, and silky. John Coltrane's playing on here is the most romantic and effective that I have ever heard. I could listen to this album over and over again just for how romantic and lush it is. The backing of the classic quartet doesn't impede on Johnny Hartman's vocals, and Johnny Hartman knows exactly when to step back and let the band do the talking. It's a gorgeous record and perfect for any romantic dinner. I highly recommend this one with Valentine's Day just being around the corner. And at number 5, I have Bob Dylan's 2019 test pressing from Record Store Day of Blood on the Tracks. This record, it may very well be my favorite album of all time. I love the original. It's easily my favorite Bob Dylan record, but there are still a couple of tracks on there, Idiot Wind, and I can't remember the other song off the top of my head, but just the choices that were made. Oh, the Jack, Rosemary, Jack, Lily, Jack, Rosemary, Rosemary, Lily, and the Jack of Hearts. I believe that's the name of the song. Oh man, I am off today. But this version is so freaking good. I could listen to this over and over again. It captures the heartbreak so much better than the original pressing ever did. And I have a special place in my heart for the original. But this, to me, is a masterpiece, beyond masterpieces. And I highly recommend that you try and find a copy. They were very limited, and you may be able to find it on YouTube of the original test pressings. I know that they came out with a bootleg series of More Blood on the Tracks, with a lot of these being released, but it never came out in the original sequence of the original album. And I am so happy to have this one in my collection. So what did you guys think? What would be your top 5 favorites that you could spin 1,000 times over? Go over to Dylan's channel, subscribe, and enter in your own contest entry. This guy definitely deserves the support, and continue to support his channel. As always, guys, I hope that you have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.